But perhaps it's because of a very public changes of a former Olympic athlete, or maybe it's an issue whose time has simply come. But the struggles and stories of transgender people are becoming a big part of the national conversation, at least in the United States. Now, Bruce Jenner won Olympic gold as a decathlon champion, as many of you may know. This weekend, he is finally speaking publicly about the transformation tabloids have been buzzing about. He told ABC's Diane Sawyer he is a woman in a man's body. Well, he joins high-profile transgenders like Laverne Cox. Since her breakout role in Orange is the New Black, she has been talking candidly about her experience, and she's a regular on the red carpet. Well, Arise's fashion correspondent Ojy Okpe is here to tell us about a new voice and face in the mix. Ojy, is this a model in Vogue magazine?
Yes, Andreja is a 23-year-old Serbian model who started off as an androgynous model.
What is androgynous? Forgive my
someone
ignorance.
who could model, someone who could be male and female at the same time.
Wow, okay.
Yes, so she started off doing shows for Jean-Paul Gaultier and Vivienne Westwood as both male and female.
No, we're looking at pictures of her right now.
Yes, that is her.
Wow.
And she just recently got featured in Vogue magazine, which is a huge deal. Mm-hmm. And I mean, for the transgender culture, people in the fashion industry. And so she started off doing her, she wanted to change her identity because she's always seen herself as a woman and not as a man. And she got a lot of criticism from the fashion industry, people telling her that she would lose her identity and she's doing so much better as a male and female, people telling her that there are a lot of beautiful models that are female, but she just wanted to change her identity because this is something that has been bothering her for years.
Well, let's be frank about this. I mean, there are some people like her that obviously she looks like a woman. There's no reason to believe.
There's nothing masculine about Andreja. She's
exactly
completely feminine.
So I guess my point is, some might argue then, well, what difference does it make if you didn't know to begin with? You know, what difference does it make if she looks? He or she, I don't know what, well, looks good, it's photogenic,
right.
It'll sell copies on magazines, whatever. What difference does it make?
Well, the difference is within the person. I mean, she wants to be a woman. I mean, for people to see her as a woman, she goes around and people always say, "Are you gay or are you?" But no, she's female, and so she wants everyone to. I mean, for the fashion industry, women make more money than men. This is one industry that women make more money, and I think it's a great thing that she did because now she's recognized as a woman, and hopefully her rates will increase.
Well, I guess the question here is, and everything boils down to money, and you're saying that it's a great venue economically for women, and of course it should be. But if you have transgenders coming in, and I guess they don't consider themselves men, but women might say, hey, look, you're infringing upon our territory here. Do you see some kind of territorial war, turf war building if more and more transgenders are allowed into this industry to make the kind of money that female models make?
Absolutely, absolutely. And celebrities like Bruce Jenner obviously has set the trend, and they are role models for transgender people to see that it's okay to try to get your foot in there and claim your identity in the society. And I think it's important that these people are coming out and telling their stories and making sure that gender equality is something that would hopefully be accepted not just in the fashion world, but also when we can see this in politics, in the industry, all through. So,
what are we seeing so far now in terms of the acceptance of transgenders? Of course, we see this here. I guess they've kind of broken the glass ceiling in a sense here. But outside of magazines and runway shows like that, they're tight quarters in these places, and it's almost like a men's locker room. I guess a female's locker room for that matter too. You think transgenders models will be accepted in those areas?
Andreja being featured in Vogue magazine is a huge deal to the fashion industry, and it has proven the acceptance of transgender people, and knowing that, I mean, the fashion industry is one industry that has actually has actually pushed in transgender people in the industry and have actually made them stand out. And so having this happen now has made everyone know that it's okay to be transgender. It's okay to show your identity and become a role model for other people.
Right, I guess we'll just have to wait and see exactly what happens here. Certainly a bombshell, and I guess to be continued.
Yes, hopefully.
And we will continue with you hopefully in the next week or two.
I will be.
All
here
right,
for you,
thanks a lot.
Julian.
And thank you for joining us for Arise Review. You can keep in touch with all Arise News programs on Facebook. I'm Julian Phillips. Have a great, wonderful, and productive week.